In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 cases of girls who tried to use their looks to avoid getting arrested. So let's get it on. On January 5th, 2022, officers were called to the scene of a car accident. The man who narrowly avoided the accident told the police that the girl responsible for the crash was driving recklessly, swerving uncontrollably, but fortunately, at that moment, a red traffic light was on, prompting all the other drivers to stop and preventing several vehicles from colliding.
She was on that side?
See, I was coming this way, right before the curve, and she blowed around me. Blowed around. Another car couldn't make the curve. Jumped the curve. See her tracks right there? Hit the curve, and then smacked this.
All right.
I don't know what the deal was.
All right, thank you. I'm going to get your information in a minute. That's
Luckily,
okay.
the stoplight had everybody stopped.
When the officers approached the young woman, things took an unexpected turn. She appeared surprisingly relaxed and cooperative for someone in her position. It was as if there was an ulterior motive behind her behavior. She responded to their questions politely and readily provided information about her workplace, even offering her driver's license. It seemed almost too good to be true.
I'm just going to ask you a few questions, okay? Are you able to stand up? Okay.
You can put your key on top of your car. I don't know.
They said that.
Yes.
So they said you're not having anything medical.
No, sir.
Okay. Now, just based on this driving behavior and what people have been saying when we came on scene, would you be willing to take some standardized sobriety tests?
Absolutely.
Yes?
I'm going to have you sign my refusal so there's no medical emergency for transport.
Thank you.
So I'm going to have him get some information from you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, sir.
Where do you work at?
At Talkie to you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm a waitress there.
Okay, I see.
Yes. I mean, that's already disappointing. They're like, you work at a bar.
He's going to get some information.
Yes.
You're just going to get like your birthday.
Absolutely. Thank
your
you.
address.
Hi.
You're not hurt or anything like that, right?
No.
Just your feelings, huh?
I guess so.
Okay. Do you have your driver's license?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Perfect. Okay.
Would you like to have it?
Yeah.
When the officer inquired about the girl's alcohol consumption that day, she maintained her cheerful tone and admitted to having consumed vodka, though she claimed it wasn't much. As the officer informed her that his colleague would continue the investigation, the girl extended her hand for a handshake and expressed her respect for their work. Now, really, who says that?
How much have you had to drink today?
Not very much.
Okay, what is not very much?
Like the legal limit.
Okay, which is what?
Like not very much because I ate and I drink waters between 2 Tito's.
Oh, okay. And so vodka?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Thank you for telling me, being honest.
Yes, but I was there for like 5 hours, so...
Where at?
At Tito's.
Oh, okay.
Buffalo Wild Wings.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yes.
Cool. All right. I appreciate your honesty. This gentleman here, this officer is going to conduct a further investigation, okay? And he's going to ask you some questions. Okay. All right, just be cooperative with him, and we'll go our way.
Absolutely.
All right.
I respect your job. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much.
All right, we're going to go over here in front of my unit, okay?
This girl's excessive politeness doesn't stop there. She eagerly consents to the sobriety test, willingly leaves her bag in the police car, cooperates to the fullest extent, and complies with their instructions. She attentively listens as the officer explains the first exercise, in which she is simply required to follow his finger's movement with her eyes without moving her head. Is it just me, or does this girl have some hidden motives?
Before we begin these tests, you don't have any medical conditions. I know we've asked you that.
Sir.
Do you wear contacts, glasses?
No, sir. No,
okay.
none.
All right, well, while we do this, can you just set everything you got right here on my hood for me?
Yes, do you mind if, like, my purse and everything?
Yeah, you just got to set it down.
Sure?
Yeah, because you're going to have to walk and stuff.
Yes, sir.
Okay, ma'am. So for this first test, I want you to follow the tip of my finger and just the tip of my finger. Don't move your head, okay? And before we begin, I want you to stand heel to heel, toe to toe, arms at your sides, okay? Now, it's important that you remain in this position until instructed to do otherwise. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and then like I said, I want you to follow the tip of my finger and the tip of my finger only. Using your eyes and your eyes alone. You understand?
32.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you mind? Can you like put your hair back for me? A little bit? And you're not going to get penalized for that because I told you to move, so go ahead and stay in this position, okay?
After the next exercise, in which the girl had to walk heel to toe in a straight line, they moved on to the last one. In this final exercise, she had to stand on one leg and raise the other leg about 6 inches off the ground. While she agreed to perform this task, she added an unnecessary comment stating that she couldn't precisely measure the 6-inch height off the ground to lift her leg, as if this minor detail would be the reason for her potential failure on the sobriety test, rather than her state of drunkenness.
No, sir. All the way to 9, straight. Am I correct? 9 steps, all the way straight.
Yes, ma'am. You may begin the test.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Are you done with the test?
Huh? You said only 9.
Okay. All right. We'll stop there then on that one. All right. So for this last test, I want you to stand back over here where we started.
Yes, sir.
So what I want you to do is pick either foot. It could be your left foot, your right foot. Okay. I want you to pick that foot up approximately 6 inches off the ground, keeping that foot parallel to the ground.
How in hell, respectfully, am I going to go 6 inches?
Okay. And now while you look at the tip of your toe, count out loud like so. 1001, 1002, 1003, so on and so forth until instructed to stop. Do you understand?
Sure.
You may begin.
1, 1002, 1003,
10-4, thank you.
1005, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1009, 1010, 1011.
What happened next was quite obvious. The police handcuffed her, arresting her for a DUI. However, even this didn't seem to faze her, as she continued to cooperate with the police officers, providing information about the contents of her pockets and her bag.
You're being placed under arrest for DUI. All right, I'm going to have to pat you down before I put you in my unit, okay? You don't have anything on you that's going to poke me, stick me, stab me?
Sure, absolutely.
Let me check your mouth. Do you have anything?
29, the male subject has left. He's going to be wearing a navy blue jacket, hoodie, and issue a trespass.
My camera for me. All right, go ahead and separate your feet a little wider.
Are you still requesting contact?
The girl willingly got into the police car. Well, it's not like she had much of a choice, but at least she didn't put up resistance. The policeman then inquired whether she'd be willing to undergo a breath test to measure her blood alcohol content. This was the first time she actually declined something. The officer then informed her that in that case, she'd lose her driver's license for a year.
All right, let's go ahead and have a seat right back here, okay?
Yes, sir.
10-4, your 10:15 time is 17:55.
So sorry.
Okay, ma'am. So I have to read something to you, okay? You're under arrest for DWI. The New Mexico Implied Consent Act requires you to submit a breath test to determine the alcohol content of your blood. Do you agree to take our test?
6 on call.
No, sir.
No? Okay.
No, sir.
All right. I have to read you some more then, okay?
Yes, sir.
So I cannot force you to take our test, but if you refuse, you will lose your New Mexico driver's license or non-resident operating privilege for 1 year. If you're convicted in court of driving while under the influence, you may receive a greater sentence because you refuse to be tested.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
As one of the cops drove her to the station, the girl suddenly began apologizing to him. She even started crying and continued apologizing. In response, the cop told her that she didn't need to apologize to him and that he was just doing his job. However, the girl didn't stop with her apologies. She expressed feeling embarrassed and continued to apologize, this time for taking up his time with people like her.
Did the contents of my purse possibly go to my sister?
Well, you have a bunch of stuff in there, a bunch of cash and everything. Do you want everything to go or what?
Yeah, I want them to at least go to my sister. Please, if possible. Thank you. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. God. I'm sorry.
You don't need to apologize. You know, I'm doing my job, that's all.
I know, and I respect that. I respect your job. I'm just sorry to, cause fucking, problems, you know?
Have you ever been arrested for a DWI before?
No, sir. I've never been arrested, period, so... God. I just feel so bad. But I'm sorry, sir. I'm just sorry you have to deal with people like me. I never thought it would be me, like, in this predicament, but that's what all of everybody says. Is like, you never think it's you.
Once they arrived at the police station, this girl's apologies didn't stop. It seemed like her go-to phrase. When the policeman mentioned that he felt like he knew her from somewhere, she responded with a big smile, suggesting that he might recognize her from the bar where she worked as a barmaid.
All right, let me take those cuffs off you.
I'm so sorry.
Here. Now, I still gotta get you up. I'm gonna run the machine. And if you still don't want to introduce a sample, just don't blow into it, and we'll let it run through its cycle, okay?
Yes,
okay?
I recognize you from somewhere.
From where? Maybe because I work at a bar. Maybe
Probably you work at the O or whatever it's called.
Yes, I do. So sorry.
You know my brother, then.
Who's your brother?
In the end, it turned out that she did agree to take the breathalyzer test. And what do you think she did? No way! How did you know she was apologizing? Not only did she apologize, but this time she even tried to initiate physical contact by gently touching the policeman's hand.
Okay. I'm getting prepared.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You don't need
I hope I haven't been disrespectful.
No,
I hope
you
I haven't been disrespectful to your job. I don't know.
How much do you make on a normal night?
Like 600 to 800. One night. Yeah.
Keep going. Alright. It's good.
It's good? Oh my gosh. Okay.
Alright, it's ready for you again, man. The same thing as you did last time, okay?
Okay, yes, sir. Oh my god, I'm sorry.
I tripped you. That's my
No,
fault.
I tripped myself. Please. Okay.
Hey.
So sorry.
You can just have
I'm sorry, I tripped over you.
The officer then proceeded to explain to the girl the paperwork she needed to complete to regain her driver's license, which would be suspended for only 20 days since she agreed to take the breathalyzer test. When he asked if she could sign it, she did so willingly. She began speaking to him in a sweet manner, expressing how stressful the situation was for her and, of course, apologizing again just in case they hadn't heard enough of it. The police officer reassured her that his role was simply to arrest her and the judges would provide further explanations, so she shouldn't worry.
Driving privileges will be revoked in 20 days, okay? Okay. So you may request a hearing on this revocation. The request must be made in writing within 10 days. Long story short, this is going to count as your license. You're still going to have your license, obviously, but if you get pulled over within the next 20 days, you got to show them this too. Okay. Okay, and I'll give you a copy, all right?
Yes, sir.
You want to just sign this for me here?
Yes. So, do I need to, do anything, for that? Or you're just saying if I get pulled over in the next 20 days, then...
Right. So if you get pulled over in the next 20 days, this will be your license.
God, I hope not.
Yeah, you hope not.
I know, right?
But then, like I said, I'm going to give you this, and then tomorrow, whenever you're out, you can just read over it. Okay. You can request a hearing and get the license back or whatever you need to do,
but
okay?
My license is gone?
In 20 days. It'll be no good.
In 20 days?
Mm-hmm. Unless,
And then for how long after that? Do you mind me asking? I'm sorry. I'm not.
Typically, how it works, I don't know how it's going to unfold, particularly for you, but how this process goes normally is right. So you won't have a license without an interlock. They'll make you put an interlock in the vehicle, and if you put an interlock in the vehicle, then you'll have a valid license. Does that make sense?
Okay, but how long do I have to have the interlock?
Oh, that all depends. That's between the courts.
I'm sorry to ask you that. So,
no.
I need to get an interlock within how many days? Where do I go for that?
So the judge will explain all this stuff to you.
So it's in paperwork?
Yeah, it'll be all in writing and directions and things like that. Yeah.
It's I need things in paperwork and then I know what to do.
Right. No, yeah, it'll definitely be explained to you. My thing is I'm just going to arrest you on the DWI, right? And then you'll see a judge tomorrow, and then she'll get you going, or whoever you see will get you going on the process, okay?
Tomorrow?
Yes. And they'll give you all the other information you need. I know it's stressful, but
It is stressful. God.
they're gonna walk you through it. Okay, it's not gonna. You're not gonna be left in the dark on it.
The officer counted the money from her purse, and the girl took this opportunity to brag how she always carries $2,000 in cash with her. However, things started heating up, but not just metaphorically. The girl began telling the officer that she remembered seeing him at the bar where she worked, along with 2 other officers. She spoke sweetly about how she had thought he looked handsome. Then, with a tinge of sadness, she added that a police officer as good-looking as him would probably never go on a date with a girl like her, especially since she was heading to prison. Wait, was this her plan all along?
Me as a server, I just I don't know. Yeah, last week, my sister got mad at me last week because we played a game for Christmas, you know?
Yeah.
For New Year's, and she was like, "Why do you have $2,000 in cash in your purse?" And she came at me, and I'm like, "I'm sorry, it's just my job, and I don't even think about it."
All right, so I'm gonna count this in front of you.
I remember you would come up to the Alcatia with your face mask, and I'd be like, "That man is so fine."
Damn.
And then, respectfully though.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, because I'm a mess right now. But I would be like, "That man is so fine." You come up with 2 other officers, and you would come up to we're looking, the last time I saw you, we're looking for this man, and then you would list out the description, and I was like, "No sir, I'm sorry," and I would check the patio, and then I'd be go inside, and I'd come back out, and I'm like, "I can't find him, I'm so sorry."
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but you probably don't remember me.
No, I remember that.
I was cuter than this, but yeah. And you had your face mask on, but I was like, "That man is so fine." But
Yeah, don't worry about it. Let's get back to
obviously,
business,
nobody
though.
wants to date anyone that's looking like this, so yeah. And going to jail, you. But yeah.
After complimenting the officer on his looks once more, she proceeded to ask him how long he had been working there. Is she trying to seduce him, or is it just me?
Put that with
How
the
long
rest
have you worked here?
I got hired in February of 2019, but I was.
Right before you're a year before.
Yeah. So then I worked here till September of 19, and then I got deployed with the guard. So I was gone for a year, and then I came back. All right, ma'am, have a seat.
Thank you.
As they found themselves in the car again, the conversation between the policeman and the arrested girl took a different turn compared to their previous chat. The girl now openly began to flirt with the policeman, insisting that she was too beautiful to be in prison and urging him to release her immediately. She continued to apologize, mentioning that the policeman was lucky to be with her because he could have ended up with someone ugly or smelly. But fortunately, she was neither of those.
One of the cuter people that you've had in your cop car.
Oh.
Do not confirm or deny, please.
Yeah, I can't talk about that.
Yeah, you can. For legal purposes. I'm too cute for prison. Don't do that to me. I've watched many documentaries. You're gonna have to come back here and unbuckle me though, because I'm kind of locked in here. Anyways, I'm sorry you're stuck with me though.
That's all right. I've been, like I said, with worse.
You're just doing your job, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
You're just doing your job and you're stuck with my dumb, unfortunately. I guess you could be stuck with worse. You could be stuck with somebody stinky and ugly, and I'm neither.
Did you say stinky?
Yeah. You get ugly.
In another police station, the girl acted as if she knew everyone. She was friendly with all the police officers, posing for photos, cooperating with additional alcohol tests, and even attempting to hug a female officer. During brief moments of respite, she seemed to inquire about the life of one of the policemen, asking about his hometown, high school experiences, and offering additional compliments.
Okay, maybe a little. You're right.
Hey, come over here. This way.
I just want to say hi. I'm sorry.
Wild, man. Come over here.
I'm sorry.
It happens.
You lead the way.
Yeah, just have a seat right.
How the hell am I supposed to know? Hi, Brandon.
What are you doing?
I'm a felon now.
Just right here, man. You have other court cases or what?
New Year's is over 4 days ago.
Hi. I know, but Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year.
Yes, my ex-boyfriend beat the out of me, so I still have court cases going on. Unfortunately. To be blunt with you, sorry. There's no way around that.
No, it is what it is.
Yeah. I think I'm alright physically.
Deep breath. One more time. I'll get you ready to go.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. I think I'm alright though, physically.
Good.
Do you work all week or what? Every day? Really?
Yeah.
You work every single night?
Every single day.
No kidding.
Yeah.
What time do you normally go in?
6. Yeah.
And you guys get off, what, close it at like midnight? Oh, okay.
But like us cleaning up afterwards, we go home later.
Oh, I see. But you don't get paid hourly, huh? You just get tips or what?
Exactly. Like we do get paid hourly, but like our tips cancel out. Like
Right, so
we get paid hourly.
if you make more than minimum wage?
depending on what you claim. Yes, exactly. You get that.
I know how it works. I used to be a server, believe it or not.
Yes. No, I believe
In
it.
Cruces.
Okay. Where did you work?
Applebee's.
Do you love it?
No, I didn't like
No,
it.
you didn't.
No, it wasn't my thing.
Aw, you were too cute for Applebee's.
Oh yeah, well that's on the only place they hire dudes. So, but I was just going to school down there, so that's my job when I was in school.
Okay.
In the grand scheme of things,
Yeah.
what happened tonight is nothing near what the worst shit I've ever seen. So.
I think you just said false.
Mm-hmm.
At least that, I guess. But where are you originally from?
Cruces.
Okay, you really are from there?
Yeah.
Aw,
I
how
went.
cool.
Yeah, it's fun.
So then being in Carlsbad is like, no, don't treat me like that. No. How are you? I'm a felon, not well. Hi. No, wait, give me a hug though. Hi. Your maybe will be one of my last hugs since jail. Oh, yes. Thank you.
The officer walked the girl to the car for the third time and noted that she seemed quite familiar with everyone there. She responded by saying she's a very communicative person who enjoys talking to everyone. She even thanked him for opening the door for her, as if in her mind they were on a date rather than him simply assisting her due to her hands being in handcuffs.
You know everyone in there or what?
No, I'm just a people person. I can talk to everybody. I do know Brandon, but other than that.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Ultimately, the girl expressed to the policeman that he was the best company she could have asked for and appreciated his courteous demeanor. It was as if she believed her charm might secure her release from the impending confinement.
I appreciate your company. Thank you so much for being a gentleman. I really do appreciate it so much.
It's not the best company, but...
No, you were the best company I could ever ask for. Trust me.
Another handcuffed woman makes an attempt to flirt with one of the policemen. Clearly intoxicated, among all the officers, she appears particularly smitten with one. When a female police officer asked her a question, the arrested woman inquired if she noticed the handsome man over there, alluding to the cop she had taken an interest in. Then she directed her attention to him and delivered an unusual compliment, likening him to a transformer and complimenting his good looks.
Bumped your head too.
Would you like it?
I bumped my head.
Honey, relax.
You lying? I'm flirting with him.
Can I see your forehead?
Wait, where about my head?
You got a little spot
On
of
my
blood.
forever pimple.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Did you cut it or did you just...
I always try to pop it.
Oh, so you're not hurt?
No, I'm not,
okay.
sir.
Okay. All right.
Oh, you fine. You're pretty.
Miss Rhonda.
Let me come. Rhonda. Girl, don't you see he look good? Okay. I see. Just talk to him. Just talk to him. Just talk to him.
Is it okay if we get a blood pressure off of you?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
I'm sorry. It ain't my fault you fat.
Is it hard to
Christopher
breathe?
Reeves looking man. I want these out. And look at him standing there like Transformers. Boy, the least high looking man.
Rhonda,
You know Optimus Prime is my husband.
The woman then went on to assert that Optimus Prime was her husband and inquired if they were aware of who Optimus Prime was. But at that moment, she noticed another police officer standing just behind her and proceeded to offer compliments and even approached him. When the female officer holding her restrained hands took a step back, the woman turned toward her indignantly and asked if she could see that she was attempting to get pregnant and to cease bothering her. At that moment, all the police officers couldn't help but burst into laughter, a completely understandable response.
No, Optimus Prime is my husband. You know now.
I do.
From Rhonda.
Trying to get a blood pressure on you.
I don't give a about his blood pressure.
No, your blood pressure.
Make sure you're okay.
Oh, don't you see me moving? And I've been seeing him in my dreams since I was a little girl. You want me to go to jail? You so sad.
I didn't say nothing about going to jail.
One, girl, I had a hysterectomy. I can't get pregnant. My hunch all over here. Girl, look at him. You know he's sexy. Look at him. And with your fan names, Superman looking mother. Let me
You
at
want to
least
sit
sit
down?
I'm cold.
Yeah,
yes.
you can sit down. That's okay. All right, round of one.
Look at him.
Hey,
Looking like the one from RoboCop.
I like that.
This encounter gets off to an unusual start because the policeman didn't initiate the traffic stop. The girl abruptly pulled herself to a stop on the side of the road. It soon became evident that the girl was driving erratically because she was intoxicated. Her speech was slow, making it a challenge to answer basic questions like her origin and current location. Did you also notice how much she was grinning while chatting with the cop? The policeman requested her driver's license, but she handed over her entire purse with her documents. He had to clarify that he only needed her license and insurance, but due to her intoxicated state, she couldn't quite grasp his instructions. This led the officer to ask her to step out of the car for a field sobriety test. Who knows how she understood this, but she got out of the car with a big smile on her face.
So, where are you coming from right now?
Just coming from Thatcher's.
From Thatcher's?
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. So you came straight from Thatcher's?
Yeah.
Okay. Where do you live? Where are you headed to right now? Okay. So from Thatcher's to you were over here on Fowler and then on Canals?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, the reason you caught my attention when I pulled up behind you is because when you came out of there, you swerved completely all over the road.
I know.
How much have you had to drink tonight?
Nothing.
Nothing at all?
No.
No?
I'm sorry.
You had no drinks at Thatcher's? No?
I'm not.
Okay. You got your license registration insurance?
Yeah.
All right, just do me a favor. Pull out the cards for me. Pull out. I don't need that whole packet. Just pull out the cards for me. All right, step out of the car.
Yeah.
Step out of the car.
Why?
Because I'm going to do some field sobriety tests on you and see how much you've actually had to drink tonight.
The test began with a basic task. Recite the alphabet from E to P, but skipping E and P. In her intoxicated state, this seemingly straightforward task turned into a challenge akin to quantum physics. After a dramatic pause, she ended up reciting only half the letters and even included the letter E, which she was supposed to skip.
You know the English alphabet? You know the alphabet? I know, silly question. You know the alphabet? Okay. Can you say the alphabet from the letter E to the letter P for me without singing it? E through P. Excellent. Gotcha.
Next, the task was for the girl to follow the tip of a pencil with her eyes. However, she seemed more focused on smiling at the policeman than following the pencil as instructed.
Okay. I'm going to move it back and forth in front of your eyes. I want you to follow it with your eyes and your eyes only. Do you understand?
The girl approached the policeman, her voice dripping with sweetness, and inquired about how long she would need to stay and whether she could go home. She put on the cutest act, as if she were the tiniest snowflake in the world. It was quite clear she hoped her charm would save her from getting arrested. But then, the officer posed a very reasonable question. He calmly explained that he had merely been driving behind her, and it was she who had suddenly slammed on her brakes and pulled over, even though he hadn't signaled her to do so. That's when he found her driving behavior suspicious.
Mr. Officer, how much do I have to do? Like,
why you got?
Go home.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Well, I mean,
I
you're
live like off of. Oh, I am. That way.
That way? Okay.
I mean, that's another way to go. Like past Quick Check and everything.
Okay.
Just
Why did you just pull into here and stop then?
because you guys are here, and I just
Wow.
want to follow what
Okay.
the cops are telling
Gotcha.
me to do.
Okay. Oh, I was just driving behind you, and all of a sudden you just pulled over and stopped. I didn't pull you over. You stopped. You kill your lights at 10.
Well,
Okay.
honestly, the carnival stuff, I know that.
The girl was eventually arrested. When the officer informed her about her rights and asked if she understood, it took her a good 20 seconds to muster a nod. She even requested to have her heels back on, as if that was her top concern at the moment. While being escorted to the police car, she expressed concern that her parents would be furious, all the while maintaining a smile. In a rather bold move, she came quite close to the officer, almost leaning in for a kiss, but her flirting didn't yield any results.
So right now, it's not good, and you're under arrest. All right? But driving while intoxicated. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in court. All right? You have the right to stop questioning any time. You have the right to have an attorney present during questioning. If you can't afford an attorney, one will be appointed for you. You understand those rights? Do you understand? You're nodding yes, is that correct? You understand?
Yeah.
Okay. Where are we going?
I would like my shoes on.
Okay. We'll do that when I say.
Kill me.
Okay.
My
Slide
shoes.
your feet into your shoes.
Can you?
I'm steadying you so you can slide your. Yeah.
My parents are gonna kill me. Yes. I need
Okay,
the keys to my car.
We'll take care of all that.
Now, can you just drive my car? Yes, sir.
Okay. Oh, your car's gonna be towed.
No.
Okay.
Can't you just drive my car?
No, that's not how this works. Have a seat in the car.
I'm sorry, I don't know.
Yeah, and let them know like 10, 11, 450 and all that.